The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, is brought to you by, well, of course, you. If you want to learn more about how you can support the show, go to patreon.com/expat2020. Hey everybody, welcome to The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast. I'm your host, Expat. This is episode 31, and my co-host Dan, he is off this week. He's on a business trip, but filling in for him is making his 5th appearance on the show, the one, the only, Burlymengaming. How you doing, Burly?
Doing good. Happy to be back here for a 5th time.
Yeah.
And I feel honored to replace Dan for an episode.
Yeah, kind of replacing Dan as a co-host, yeah. And making his first appearance on the show, I want to introduce Brutal. His name on Twitter is @SilentHillDude. So, Brutal, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah. So, Brutal, since it's your first appearance on the Arena, why don't you tell all our listeners a little bit about yourself and the type of games you like to play and what you've been playing recently?
Oh, I like to play. Most of the times, I'm mostly into like a lot of horror games and yeah, mostly survival horror. I don't really like the whole first-person horror stuff because it's all like too similar. But yeah, and I've been playing a lot of Yakuza lately. And that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Burley, how about you? What have you been playing lately, man?
As of last night, I picked up Bravely Default
Burley?
2.
You there?
Hello?
Oh, he's talking. I could hear him.
You can hear him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it showed you dropped out.
Oh, really?
What the?
Okay, so what have you been playing,
Technical
man?
difficulties.
Technical difficulties, we do apologize. I've been playing Bravely Default 2, which the last time I was here was just coming out. I ended up picking it up last night. They had a little promotion. EB Games here in Canada, or GameStop as you know them in the US. Trade in 3 games, you get new game free. So I traded in my copy of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I liked the game, but Sony gave me a free copy from PlayStation Plus, so it's like, why keep the disc? And I got rid of my copy of Avengers and shoot, I'm blanking on the other game name, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And I've put about an hour and a bit into Bravely Default 2 last night, and it's fun.
Cool. Yeah, I've been playing some Shadow of the Tomb Raider because it was on PS Plus. And on Xbox, I was playing Quantum Break. Kind of wanted to go back to that. Yeah.
You started that. That's cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was a pretty underrated game back in the Xbox One era. So I thought I'd try it again and give it another whirl. And playing some Diablo 3, just going into my huge backlog. So the never-ending backlog, man. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to tell everyone out there that this episode will be going up on Patreon at patreon.com/expat2020 in early access for the first 3 days after recording. So if you'd like to support the show and become a patron at the entry tier 1 level at $1 per month and get early access to every episode and listen ad-free, along with other perks, including exclusive post-show content that we do after every show and special bonus episodes, please visit patreon.com/expat2020 for further details. On Tuesdays each week, the podcast will be uploaded to all of the free podcast services, where you can find us on any podcast app for iOS or Android, Spotify, Amazon Music, and my YouTube channel, Expat 2020 Gaming. Just download your favorite podcast app or open Spotify and search for The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast. Subscribe, follow us, post a review, and leave us questions, comments, and feedback if you like, if that feature is available there, and spread the word about the podcast. We also have a website for the podcast at expat2020.podbean.com, where you can follow us and leave questions and comments as well. Finally, you can also follow us on Twitter at The Arena, AMPGNP, which stands for a Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast, as well as on Instagram at The Arena_podcast. So, Burly and Brutal, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, so I want to jump right into the news because, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. But the first story I want to talk about before we get into all the Xbox stuff, Resident Evil Village. Are you guys excited for that game?
No. Not me. I have my issues with current Resident Evil stuff, but yeah, I'm probably still gonna play it, but I'm not like hyped as everybody else.
I see. That's cool, man. Yeah. Burley, how about you? Are you excited for it at all?
Yeah, because I saw someone play RE7. I have yet to try it. I'm going to try it soon. Now that I've got a copy through PS5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But it looks good, and from what I've seen of people streaming the demo of RE8, it looks like something I'll pick up and enjoy.
Yeah, well, you guys are lucky you're not out here in Japan because Resident Evil Village is going to be heavily censored here in Japan. So the news came out this last week that CERO, CERO, which is the ratings board out here in Japan, it's the equivalent of ESRB, I think it is, Brutal, in the US, and PEGI in the UK and out in Europe. They specified that removing decapitations of humanoid characters, removal of some undefined scenes, overall gore. It's going to be a heavily censored game out here. And I feel really bad for the Japanese players because, they don't get a chance to really get the experience that we do out, in the West. What do you guys think about this, of the censorship? And how would you guys feel if this were reversed and we had censorship like this from the ESRB or like PEGI? What do you guys think of this? Burley, why don't you start, man?
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Japan is censoring this. Because, have they censored the other previous Resident Evil games?
Yes, they have.
Oh, they have? Okay.
Yes.
I did not know.
And a game that Brutal was talking about this week on Twitter, The Evil Within, has been heavily censored out here in Japan in the past.
Yeah, that has. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, that one I did know. But I'm if they were to do that here over in North America, Capcom would lose so many of their sales. It would pretty much kill the market for them in North America.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't get why you would do that in Japan, because it's like these games are rated M for mature, adults only. I think if you're an adult, you can make your own decisions of what you want to see. Like, if they wanted to put a mode in the game to say, hey, there's some content here that we feel some people may not enjoy, and we'd like to censor it. If you feel squeamish and all that, please turn this on to help you to have a better experience.
Yeah. Brutal, what do you think of all this?
Is Capcom in Japan? Are they, a Japanese company?
Yes.
You would think that a Japanese company would not censor one of their games over there, but yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I think it's odd that they would censor some stuff over there, and I feel bad for everybody who's gonna play it and not gonna, have those moments that everybody else is gonna have.
Yeah. I mean, what I don't understand is, here in Japan, if you go to a manga shop, for example, and you look at mangas, comic books,
mm-hmm.
You see decapitations, you see rape, you see stabbings and killings all the time in in manga series. So why can't, the Japanese public swallow something in a video game? It just doesn't make sense to me, coming from the West, obviously. But I've been out here for over 20 years, and it's like, I don't understand it. You got a lot of kids, a lot of people that want to play these types of games. I mean, they play Call of Duty all the time, and they don't
Yeah.
get censored, So, yeah.
Do they have decapitations in films over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then why are they censoring the game? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's weird.
It doesn't make
man.
any
It's
sense.
really weird. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just
Yeah.
going to make people make North American accounts to get the copy of the game.
Yeah, well, that's what I tell my students and people that I know out here. I say just go to playasia.com. I'm giving it a little bit of a plug right now. Playasia.com. You can actually buy the international copies of the game, and then you can put it in your PS5 or whatever, or PS4. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'd be mad if they did that here. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
what would be the point? Like, you're not getting everything from the game.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But then again, there are alternatives, and hopefully, the people out here in Japan will realize those. And I always tell people out here in Japan, hey, the best way to practice your English is to create an American account and get games from the U.S., and then you won't have the censorship issues. You won't have those things going on. You'll be able to practice your English as well. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next story. So how do you guys feel about AAA games on the Switch? Because basically Apex Legends just came out this week, and it's not looking very pretty on the Switch. So in the news, it basically says that if you're in handheld mode when you're playing Apex, you're getting the game in 576p.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. And then if
Oh.
you're playing the game like in docking mode, you get 720p resolution. So, I mean, yeah, that's not good, man. I mean, so what do you guys feel about this? I mean, Apex is a great game and all, but it's like, why even bother playing it on the Switch? Why play some types of games on the Switch? I mean, when it's going to have this low of a resolution. I don't know. What do you think? Brutal, why don't you start with this one, man?
I was gonna say, I think Nintendo really needs to like come out with a new model or something, because they're getting all these AAA multiplats, and yeah, some of them run good, some of them don't, and now they're having like, with this issue with Apex, and I know right now they're having like, they have Control and Hitman 3, but they're doing it with the cloud, and I'm like, no, they need to fix whatever it is that they're doing, because the Switch is not capable of running AAA games, a lot of them anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to come out with a upgraded model for the Switch or something. That's my take on it.
Mm-hmm. Burley, what do you think of this, man?
Well, in the case of Apex, we all knew Apex wasn't going to run well on the Switch. You were kidding yourself if it did. Like, I've seen the footage of it running at like 10 frames per second.
Really? Damn.
Oh yeah, no, it's bad. But like, I do agree, Nintendo does have to really is going to have to start looking at making a new one with better hardware, but also does rely on the developers to care. Because you can give someone a machine that has a lot of specs and to do stuff, but if the development companies don't care, they're just going to rush out something quick just to get it on there, just to sell on the Switch. Because as Dan has put it in the past, the Switch is the port king. They just port whatever they can to it, and some of these ports are really, really bad.
Yeah, it's like, I would never play a Call of Duty game or like a AAA level game on the Switch anyway. I mean, that's for the Xbox or the PlayStation or PC.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I know they're trying to like push a lot of AAA games on a handheld, but it's not gonna work because it's not gonna like run. It's not gonna run well on a handheld. So
yeah. So I don't know whether or not the next Switch model is going to be coming out next year or not. Of course, we've been, having all these rumors out about the next generation of Switch, which will probably be in like 2025. But we're probably going to be getting some type of new model next year, or even
Yeah.
later this year that has the OLED screen that's being developed by Samsung. Maybe that'll make a difference in a sense. I don't know, but.
I've been hearing about these Switch Pro rumors since like 4 years already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, let's move on to the next story. So we got kind of a leak earlier this week that Batman Arkham Knight could be getting an Xbox Series X upgrade. So Microsoft blog post might have leaked the next-gen enhancement. So there was a photo on this blog post that showed the user interface of an Xbox Series X, and it showed the Batman Arkham Knight game. And at the bottom where it has like the X and the S enhancement part, you could
Yeah,
see
I
the
saw
X
that.
and the S for the Batman Arkham Knight game. So yeah, what do you guys think of this? I don't know. Would you guys go back to playing Batman Arkham Knight again if it was enhanced? Burley, are you there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Um, I don't know. Like I have actually never played any of the Batman games. I would have thought if you're gonna do an enhancement, because I know Arkham Knight had some mixed reaction. I would have thought they'd go for City, because anytime I hear anything about the Batman games of the ones you have to play Arkham City.
Mhm.
But I understand Arkham Knight's a little easier to enhance. But there are games I would like to go back to that they could give enhancements. Like ones that there's the obvious joke, Skyrim. They will enhance it again and sell it to us again. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like I think it was like 3-4 years ago, we got that whole Gears of One remake by Coalition.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they start going down the train of doing Gears 2, stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of like Activision games and stuff like that, they will do these enhancement editions just to sell you the game again.
Brutal, what do you think? Would you go back to playing Arkham Knight in this enhanced mode?
Probably. I mean, like Burley said, it would have been made more sense if they did with City, because I mean, I had my time with Arkham Knight, and it wasn't exactly the best one out of all the games. But I would actually, I would go to it. Probably not, you know, be as hyped as everybody else is, but yeah, I would probably play with the enhancements.
Yeah. What other games would you guys like to see be enhanced for Series X in the near future?
Ooh, I would like to see the Mafia trilogy be enhanced
Oh,
for
yeah,
Series X.
Yeah,
That would be great.
Yeah, I'd love to play Mafia 2 again, especially. Yeah, that's a great game. Burley, how about you?
Well, my obvious answer would be Gears of War 2. Trying to think of a few others. How about you, Expat?
I'd like to see the BioShock games
Oh yeah,
enhanced. Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
would be
those.
great to see. Yeah,
That'd
I'd
be
love
good.
to see those enhanced as well. Yeah, and like you said, Gears would be cool to be enhanced. Gears 2, for example.
I would love
Yeah,
to see also the Evil Within games. Would be great
yeah,
to see.
yeah. You're playing it right now, Brutal, aren't you? How is it
Yeah,
running on the Xbox Series X?
it's running good. It's showing its age, but it's running good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of Xbox, let's go ahead and move on to the topic of the show. So basically, uh, the Xbox Bethesda deal has been finalized. The FCC approved it, and the European Commission, the equivalent of the SEC, also approved the deal. So the deal is finalized now. So there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of people talking on Twitter and everywhere else about exclusivity and what games are going to be exclusive, from Bethesda in the Xbox library moving forward. So what I want to do, though, is I want to read what Phil Spencer said about all of this. And what he says makes a lot of sense, and also answers some of the questions about exclusivity moving forward. So I'm going to go ahead and read what he said here. So obviously, quote, so obviously I can't sit here and say every Bethesda game is exclusive, because we know that's not true. There's contractual obligations that we're going to see through, as we're always do in every one of these instances. We have games that exist on other platforms, and we're going to go support those games on other platforms they're on. There's communities of players. We love those communities, and we'll continue to invest in them. And even in the future, there might be things that have either contractual things or legacy or different platforms that we'll go do. But if you're an Xbox customer, here's the big part of this. The thing I want you to know is this about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists. And that's our goal. That's why we're doing this. That's the root of this partnership that we're building, and the creative capability we will be able to bring to market for our Xbox customers is going to be the best it's ever been for Xbox after we're done here, end quote. So, yeah, so heavily hitting on Game Pass here. So, I mean, my take on all this is I think all legacy IP, like, the Fallout games, Dishonored, things like that, some of the Doom games, I think those are still going to be multi-platform. I think all single player focused games moving forward, new IPs, like, for example, Starfield, that is definitely going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC. And it'll be on Game Pass day one. All of these games are going to be going to Game Pass day one, all the new titles. But I mean, I think the single player focused games that Xbox has been missing over the years, and has been losing out to PlayStation. I mean, picking up Bethesda and being able to make new IPs, I think those are definitely going to be exclusive. When it comes to the multiplayer element of the games, I think those will remain multiplayer, I should say multi-platform, because you want to sell them. Look at Minecraft, for example. I mean, it's on multi-platform, systems. So I think games with multiplayer elements will still be multi-platform. But anyway, what do you guys think, Burley? What do you think of all this, and of what Phil Spencer said about the exclusivity?
Yeah, we all kind of knew they were gonna go more exclusive. You're not gonna pay $7.5 billion for a company and still have it go to some of your competitor. I think I agree that some of the legacy with you, that most of the legacy series will continue go multi-platform. But I think it all depends on the series. So let's say, I'll use Dishonored for example. Let's say it sells 2 million on the Xbox units, but sells 3.5 on the PlayStation ones. They're going to keep on PlayStation for a little while longer just to see how the water goes, if they're going to continue that good sales trend. If not, okay, we'll stop. But I agree, like everything moving forward of new IPs, it's going to go straight to Microsoft only and Game Pass. I think most of them will just show up on console Game Pass day one and keep they won't go to PC Game Pass day one because they know the PC audience. Most of them are going to want to buy it through Steam and all the other places to buy it just so they can do all the modding.
Mm-hmm. Brutal, how about you? What do you think of all this and the exclusivity issue?
Yeah, I agree with what you said about, the current multi-platform games being still multi-platform. And yeah, I do believe that new IPs by Bethesda are gonna be exclusive to Xbox, like Starfield, as you said, and Indiana Jones. I think that one's gonna be Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Indy Jones. It's kind of going to be like Spider-Man on the PlayStation side. Yeah,
it's gonna be like yeah, exactly. It's gonna be our version of Uncharted, except it's gonna be Indiana Jones.
Yeah, which is interesting. Yeah, yeah. And now, of course, Tom Holland is going to be Nathan Drake. So yeah, I don't know. But what do you think about Starfield? I mean, we haven't heard much about that game, but it's probably we're gonna hear more about it when E3 comes along and all. But do you think that's gonna be exclusive only to Xbox and PC and come to Game Pass day one? What do you guys think? I think Starfield is the big one.
Yeah, I definitely think that one's gonna end up being a Xbox only game. I need to see more of that. I know a lot of people are hyped for it, but I'm like, we don't know much about this game, and everybody's hyping it up.
Yeah. Burley, how about you? Will it be exclusive?
Oh yeah, that's going to be exclusive. I think we'll actually see more in like the summer because isn't Bethesda having their own event in was it in mid-June?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be doing a digital event at E3 too. So
yeah, I believe everything's going to be done. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No worries. I think you'll get a little taste at E3 to be like, yeah, we know this game is still alive. We're going to just show you a small teaser trailer, but come to our Bethesda event in June where we'll show you the actual gameplay and whatever they want to reveal with this game.
Yeah. So, Burley, you keep phasing in and out, man.
He is?
For me, yeah. I don't know. What about you, Brutal? Is he fine on your end? Yeah.
Yeah, I hear him clearly on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, you phased out in on my end. I'm taking a look.
I think this is just we're having technical difficulties here.
I was going to say, I think there's actually issues with the platform at the moment.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm doing a little reading.
Yeah, it's okay, man. We'll just continue on. So let me go ahead and discuss and read for you guys. Also, Bethesda came out when the deal was finalized. They also announced that 20 Bethesda games were going to become available on Friday for Game Pass, which was yesterday. So I want to go ahead and read the list of those games for you. You probably might already know this, but just want to read them one more time for you guys. So Dishonored Definitive Edition, Dishonored 2, Doom 1993, Doom 2, Doom 3, which I was saying on my Week in Review live stream last night. That's one that I would probably play on PlayStation because it's going to be in VR mode, Doom 3. Doom 64, Doom Eternal, The Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind, The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, The Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim, Special Edition, The Elder Scrolls Online, The Evil Within, there you go, Brutal, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Fallout New Vegas, Prey, Rage 2, Wolfenstein The New Order, Wolfenstein The Old Blood, and Wolfenstein Youngblood. And I heard that people were having some issues that some of those games had not loaded onto Game Pass at the time that they said they were going to be posted. I don't know if that's been remedied or not, but Brutal, do you have any information on that? Are there still some games that are not up yet?
I haven't haven't seen anything of it. Like I haven't checked, so I don't know if they have fixed it or not.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I think some people were having some problems with Skyrim, and some of the other games had not been put up yet. But anyway, yeah, 20 games. So, but yeah, they should be up now. So I don't know. Which one do you guys want to play first? I know, Brutal. You're playing The Evil Within. Which one would you want to play next of these 20 games?
Oh well, since I own most of them already before it hit Game Pass, so I've been revisiting Doom 3 lately. So it still runs good and it still plays great. I still enjoy the game.
Cool. And how about you, Burley? What about you?
um, for me, I'd want to go back to New Vegas.
Oh, I need to play that.
New Vegas is a lot of fun. But I've played and owned most of these games. But
I have to be honest with you guys. I've never played Elder Scrolls. Never.
Oh, that's fine.
it's okay.
That's one franchise I'm not big on. So
I don't know, but I mean, I'm an Assassin's Creed guy, and I'm already getting an open world fatigue with that game already. So with Valhalla, I mean, Dan always gives me crap about it all the time. So, but yeah, I don't know. I was thinking, I downloaded yesterday. I downloaded Skyrim, so I was thinking of trying it out. So I don't know. What do you guys think? If for someone who's never played the Elder Scrolls series before, jumping into Skyrim first, is that okay, or should I go to the very beginning?
I think it's okay because like it's all different. It's not like a continuation. Each game is different, so I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think you'd be fine jumping in.
What's that?
I said I think you'd be fine jumping in with Skyrim. I started with Oblivion. I know I'm going to get some shit, but I prefer Oblivion compared to Skyrim.
I'm with you on that.
I petered out because I didn't get Skyrim until the first special edition came out, and I got halfway through the game and was like, okay, I kind of don't care. I got my entertainment. I'm not really in stories, not intriguing me enough to continue. Whereas Oblivion, I got that for Christmas one year and I played the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And also, there was a report that there are some games on Xbox Game Pass that are getting frame rate boosts on Xbox Series X and Series S. So I want to read the list of those games that are getting the boosts. So let me go ahead and get that for you here. So The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim Special Edition, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76 are now the frame rates have jumped to 60 frames per second on those games. So yeah, maybe jumping into Skyrim and being able to play it in 60 FPS might be pretty cool. So but yeah, the thing that worries me about those games is like I was saying, open world fatigue and just those types of games that are like hundreds of hours long. It's with the gigantic backlog that I have. It's just, I don't know, man. I'd probably play it for like 10 or 20 hours and then I'd be done with it. I don't know. We'll see.
So. Well, I say just kind of focus on the plot, and then if there's side content as you're going along, because you can get tons of quests. If there's side content that interests you, go do that side content. But if it doesn't appeal to you, just skip it.
Yeah.
But I agree with you on the open world fatigue.
There's too many open world games,
and they're too big for their own good.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one other news story that I want to go over, and it just came out yesterday. I think Square Enix. Square Enix is going to be coming up with a a digital event on March 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 5 p.m. GMT. And we're going to be getting information on Outriders. And as well, we're going to be getting information on Marvel's Avengers. And I wanted to ask you guys, with this Marvel's Avengers, I mean, what kind of content do you think we're going to see come from this digital event? I don't know, man. There's speculation that we're going to get Spider-Man finally. There's also the discussion of Hawkeye coming as well. But what do you guys think? Because, Marvel's Avengers, it hasn't been doing too well. What do you think?
I'll go first then.
Yeah.
I think they could come out with like a bunch of stuff, but like the game is just like you said, it's not doing well because it's a lot of the missions are too similar to each other. It's always like the same thing. I played the open beta, and apparently nothing changed after that. After the game released, it was a lot of repetitiveness. But who knows what they're gonna come out with? It'll be cool to see. I know for the fans of the game, not me, but it'll be cool to see Wolverine or other Marvel characters that are not part of the typical adventure stuff that they have. Like something like maybe Blade or something. Even though he probably wouldn't fit in there, but it'll be cool to see something like that.
Yeah. Burley, what do you want to see with the Avengers moving forward?
Well, I traded my copy in last night.
See, that's what I mean. It's not so good.
I had fun. I'll state my thing. I did because I bought the game, and I did live stream my whole experience of it. I did have fun with it. Is it repetitive? Yes. Are there problems? Yeah. It wasn't the worst thing in the world that I've played, but I did have my fun. They're going to do Spider-Man or other characters they're going to show, because they've been heavily teasing and holding on to that Spider-Man carrot and being like, we know you want this. We know you want this. This is the only thing we have left for this game that'll maybe entice people, because they keep doing stuff like slowing down progression and stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard.
And that's been pissing off people, and it's like your player base has been killed off mostly. It's very few people still playing. And it's like they're gonna use the Spider-Man and do other characters, because I know one of the Hawkeyes showed up. I don't know if the other one has shown into the game. So
there's also rumors floating around too that Black Panther is gonna be coming to the game as well. So, and some Wakanda DLC. So interesting to see. Yeah. Also, in this Square Enix event, Tomb Raider Anniversary, the 25th anniversary is coming up, and it looks more than likely that we're going to be getting some kind of collection, like an anniversary collection, probably of the latest trilogy series, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see or love to hear them announce the next Tomb Raider game. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to hear that announcement. And I really enjoyed Camilla Luddington playing as the voice actress and of the latest trilogy. I thought Rise of the Tomb Raider was my favorite of the three, being in Siberia and that landscape and everything. But what do you guys think? What do you think we're going to get out of this Tomb Raider announcement? Burley, let's start with you on this one.
I think you're right. We're going to get the collection announcement of the three, and they'll add some little extra dressings and extra things to make you want to go spend full price to get these games again. Mm-hmm. And I agree. I do like the new voice actress. She's done a really good job as Lara Croft. Mm-hmm. I think we'll get they'll just let us know, hey, we do have something. We have ideas for a new game. but don't expect anything really much for it for a long, long time.
Yeah. Brutal, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I think there was a leak or something about the trilogy, enhanced trilogy of the coming to Xbox and PS5. So I know we're gonna get that. And for me, I prefer if they would, if they're gonna celebrate, 25, it's 25, right? 25 years of
Yeah.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I would like to see like a remake of the first trilogy. That would be great to see, to play through the old games, but like with modern controls and modern visuals, kind of like how Capcom did with um, Resident Evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. And also, a new Life is Strange game is going to be announced. And it looks like we're going to have a new protagonist with different types of powers. So, yeah. What do you guys think of this? Do you think it's going to be still set in the Seattle area? Because I think the first Life is Strange game is like in the Seattle area. The second game is also in Washington State, I believe. But what do you think we could see out of a new Life is Strange game? Brutal, how about you first on this one?
I'm not sure because I've never played any of the Life is
Oh,
Strange
okay.
games.
I see.
So yeah.
Yeah, Burley, how about you? What do you think?
I've only played the first Life of Strange game, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would take it out of Seattle just to say, "Hey, we're going a little bit different
Mm-hmm.
here." But as for new powers, I don't know what we'd get. Like we'll probably still get the rewind and all that,
Yeah.
and that was I'll give it, that was a fun mechanic,
Mm-hmm.
puzzle solving.
Yeah, something probably along the lines of telepathy or Ganis or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's going to veer away from the Seattle area. You know, uh, maybe somewhere else in the United States, probably. Yeah. It would be cool if it was like an international story, like in Japan or something here. You know,
Yeah, that would
uh,
be cool.
yeah, but we'll see. And also, Square Enix Montreal is going to be announcing something as well, possibly another mobile game because they were responsible for Lara Croft Go and Hitman Go. So, because the Tomb Raider 25th anniversary is coming up, we might see a sequel to the Lara Croft Go. So, I don't know if you guys are into mobile games or not, but I don't know. I actually played Lara Croft Go on the PlayStation, and it was fun. Fun little puzzle game, in a sense. But what do you guys think of these? Maybe another Lara Croft or another Hitman or something like that. What do you guys think, Burley?
I think you're right that it's going to be another Lara Croft or Hitman Go kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But also, the Montreal studio was also in development. They helped out with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so there's always the hope they may make an actual, not a mobile game. I did play both Hitman Go and Lara Croft Tomb Raider Go.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad. They're not, oh my god, you need to play this. But like, I got them both on a flash sale for like 99 cents a piece, so
Mm-hmm.
I had fun. I'm hoping we get something better than just Go. Give us a teaser, maybe a new franchise.
Yeah.
But I think they'll just go with the safe bet of one of those Go games or something,
Mm-hmm.
something else where they know it'll sell.
Brutal, are you into mobile games at all? Because out here in Japan, mobile games dominate the scene.
Oh, not at all. But some of the, I've seen videos of only Hitman Go, and it does look okay. But I mean, like Burley said, hopefully we get something that's not a mobile game. maybe like bring an old franchise back that we haven't seen in a long time.
And finally, more on Balin Wonderland. And also Just Cause Mobile will appear during the stream as well. So I don't know, how excited are you guys for Balin Wonderland?
I've never even heard of that. So
yeah, it's one of those Japanese style JRPG type of games.
Oh, okay.
Burly, what about
That's
you, man?
probably gonna do a lot.
Oh yeah, that now that's something.
Burly, you excited for Balin Wonderland?
Balin? Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I can't wait to see more on this. I'm hoping this game is good.
Yeah.
But I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for more info, and it's not one of those things because after living in a cyberpunk world, I don't want to pre-order anything like that and then get it and then go, oh my god, this runs like ass. Or
yeah,
what I was sold on is not in the game. So I'm more just like, hey, let's see more. If it looks good, great, and then just wait till it comes out. Watch other streamers and other people play and test the game for me. If it looks like good, what it was supposed to be, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
How do you spell Balin Wonderland? Well, I know how to spell Wonderland, but how do you spell the first?
Balan.
Okay.
Balan. Yeah, Balin Wonderland. Yeah. So the Square Enix event, one more time, is on March 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time and 5 p.m. GMT. Yeah. So like we said before, there's going to be more information about Outriders, Marvel's Avengers, the Tomb Raider 25th anniversary, new Square Enix Montreal games, Just Cause Mobile, and Balin Wonderland, or Balin Wonder World, I should say. So
I'm actually looking it up right now, and I did see this before. I didn't know why I didn't like. Maybe the name, I forgot about what it was called. But yeah, it looks good. It looks fun.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our new and upcoming video game releases for the week of March 15th through 21st via Metacritic. So we have 4 games on the list this week. 4 games on the list. So the first game, Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning, comes out on March 16th for the Nintendo Switch. So have you guys heard of this game at all? Burly?
I have. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay, Brutal. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Heard of it? Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say. I have it. I have the 360 version. So it actually, I never finished it, but from what I played, it's actually pretty good.
Okay. Burly, do you have anything to add on this?
Not much. I've heard of these games. I have never sat and played, but if it's the same game from the 360 just getting ported to the Switch, it's like, yay.
Yeah. Okay, so the hit RPG returns from the minds of the best-selling author R.A. Salvatore, Spawn creator Todd McFarlane, and Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion lead designer Ken Ralston, comes Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning, remastered with stunning visuals and refined gameplay. Re-Reckoning delivers intense, customizable RPG combat inside a sprawling game world. Uncover the secrets of Amalur, from the vibrant city of Rather to the vast region of Dalentarth to the grim dungeons of the Brigand Hall Caverns. Rescue a world torn apart by a vicious war and control the keys to immortality as the first warrior ever to be resurrected from the grips of death. So, coming on March 16th, and from THQ Nordic. So, yeah.
Oh, sorry about earlier. I think I had technical difficulties.
Uh-huh. No problem, man. Is everything okay now? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, next up on the list, RBI Baseball 21. Woohoo! Coming on March 16th. Yeah?
I think people stopped caring about that once MLB The Show got announced.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised RBA baseball is still a thing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I guess it has its fans or something.
Yeah. So it comes out on March 16th for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. So no information on next gen consoles yet. So play your way, create a legacy, and make a statement. The world of MLB awaits in RBI Baseball 21. RBI is a fast paced, easy to learn baseball franchise, perfect for anyone who wants to pick up and play. And RBI Baseball 21 brings the new features to the table. So it's baseball arcade mode style game, comes out on the 16th. So I don't know. I think I'll pass.
Yeah. Like Burley said, I forget that that's still around,
Yeah. And isn't it? Yeah. It was like MLB The Show's coming to Xbox now too, right? Yeah.
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 So
Those are statements. If you buy it, being like, I meant to buy MLB The Show, but the game store clerk talked me into this just because they have to sell those copies they
Right.
bought in their store.
Yeah. Next up on the list, Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborville, Complete Edition. I don't know if you guys have played Plants vs. Zombies, but it's coming for the Nintendo Switch on March 19th. So, another
Nice.
Plants vs. Zombies game. Yeah.
Wow,
Time to shake up. What did you say, Burley? Yeah?
I said, wow, they are milking that
Yeah.
to death. Like, I played the first one years ago on PC when it came out. It's like, frick, just let the series die.
I the last one I played was Garden Warfare 2, and that was like a while ago. I forget that it was a thing. That is still a thing.
Well, it's a thing on the Switch coming later this year.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, this one's coming on March 19th, next week. So, time to shake up the neighborhood block party. Welcome to Neighborville, where all is well, except that a crazy new carnivorous conflict between brainless and botanicals is brewing. What are you going to do? Call the crops? Soil your plants? Prepare to kick some grass in a plant-on-zombie conflict that will take you to the outer edges of Neighborville and back again. So on March 19th. Yeah. So another Plants vs. Zombies game. Next up, finally on the list, Root Film. I don't know if you guys have heard of this game. Root Film comes out on March 19th for PS4 and Nintendo Switch. This is the first time I've actually heard of this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, me too.
Yeah. So two protagonists star side by side in Karakawa Games' latest mystery adventure. Root Film, up-and-coming filmmaker Rintaro Yugumo is scheduled to participate in the production of a mystery drama / PR initiative TV series set in Shimane Prefecture, which was canceled for an unknown reason. So, general adventure. There's no online multiplayer in this game. Comes out on March 19th. So, I don't know. It's Japanese focused game here, Root Film. So this week, Kingdoms of Amalur, Re-Reckoning, RBI Baseball 21, Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborville, Complete Edition, and Root Film. Burley, what's your pick of the week?
I'd have to go Kingdom of Amalur.
Yeah. Brutal, how about you?
I'd probably say the same thing. But there is another game coming out this week that it wasn't on your list, but like it's also going to be on the Switch. It's Stubbs the Zombie.
Oh, yeah. That's
is that coming out this week?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
It's coming out for all systems also. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I'd second what you guys said. Probably Kingdoms of Amalur. I think that's the one that I would play the most. Next week, we got like 3, 6, 9, 11 games on the list next week. So we got a big week coming up on the 22nd. Yeah. So, but this week, just 4 games on the list. So, all right. So, before we conclude the episode, I want to let everyone know out there where you can find me on social media. You can find my website for gaming content at expat2020.live and all my other social media links to Twitter, Instagram, my Discord server, the podcast website, as well as my YouTube channels at actually at Linktree, linktr.ee/expat2020. So at Linktree. I'm also a live streamer and a Twitch affiliate. And you can catch my live streams on twitch.tv/expat2020 as I do gaming and special event live streams, as well as a supplement to the podcast on Fridays called The Arena, a Multiplatform Gaming News Week in Review live stream from 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 2 p.m. GMT. And that's going to be changing from next week, I think, because the time changes from Standard Time to Daylight Time. So I'll be keeping you posted on that. So that does it for me. Burly, where can people find you on social media?
People can find me at Twitter at Burlymengaming, also on Twitch, twitch.tv/Burlymengaming.
Okay. And Brutal, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Silent Hill Dude and twitch.tv Brutal Hill. I almost forgot my fucking channel name. Oops, sorry.
It's okay, man. Yeah. All right, man. And we really want to thank you for coming on tonight, man. And my co-host Dan also wanted to thank you for coming out and being on the show tonight. We really hope you come on again, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been great.
Yeah, cool. All right, so to end the episode, our indie recording artist spotlight is on Tomer Katz, aka Define Us. He's a producer, guitarist, and harmonica player whose unique signature sound results from blending old traditional blues and soul with fresh cutting-edge beats and futuristic textures. Mixing raw field recordings with polished studio work, the music of Define Us draws lines and connects the dots between different musical worlds. From the title song of his album named Body on Fire, featuring Maya Isaac. This has been The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast. I'm your host, Expat, with our special guests, Burlymengaming and Brutal. We hope to see you in the next one. So take care, everyone. Peace out.
So handsome, oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stylist, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better. How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. God knows I tried to resist, but you're pulling me closer. Oh, I gotta stay away, but you won't let me. No one makes me feel like you do.